Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Digital Titans by Casey. I'm pretty sure you already know this, but the gap between tech and marketing is reducing by the day. Efficiency and productivity have become one of the major goals for any business that wants to thrive today. Effective use of platforms, effective use of things like marketing automation can determine how well and how far your company can grow. If you have not already jumped onto the marketing automation bandwagon, here are 5 reasons that you should immediately consider jumping onto the marketing automation platforms, and you should at least start dabbling with these things as of now. So here are my 5 reasons that I think that anybody and any business that should experiment with the tools that marketing automation provides. Marketing automation is not just about tools, as I've already mentioned in a lot of my sessions. Marketing automation is a mindset. It's a system that you build to make sure your business thrives in any environment and to also make sure it caters to all customers appropriately at whatever stage of the buying cycle they are. Which business wouldn't want customers? Every business needs customers. Now, the question is how well and how fast and how effectively, spending the least amount of resources like time and money, can you achieve them is the big question. So let's get started with my 5 reasons that you should consider marketing automation as of today. Number 1, save time. Time is one of the most important commodities, and I don't want to sound cliched, but it is a fact. You cannot gain the time that you have lost. Time spent experimenting, time spent trying out new things is not time wasted, but that doesn't mean that you keep doing things even if you realize that they're not working. So how do you save time? There's a staggering study by entrepreneur.com that shows even 80% efficiency in time provided you use marketing automation and the tools. I'm not going to talk too much about the tools because that's not a part of the discussion, but using marketing automation can considerably help you achieve those business results by saving 80% of your time. Automating things like your social media can result in 6 hours of time saved on an average per day. Now, this is not small task. Workforce management can take a large chunk of your time day in, day out. Executing things manually, which can be automated, well, there shouldn't be any reason for us not to try marketing automation. So let's jump on to the screen and let me show you what I mean by marketing automation saving a lot of time. Now, 78% of marketers say automation increases revenue. 75% of brands using automation see ROI in under 12 months. Now, what do they mean by this? What they mean by this is social media updates and posts can be automated. There are a lot of tools. There are a ton of tools. If you would want to experiment, I can share the list in the further videos. Now, when you automate your social media posts, you will save more than 6 hours per week. Sorry, I mentioned 6 hours per day earlier, but 6 hours per week is still a good amount of time saved. All right, now dynamic content. If you have not already understood what dynamic content is showing content relevant to the audiences, right? Not, or rather, let me put it in another way, not showing the same kind of content to all the people, irrespective of where they come from, whichever source they come from to your website. Now, that's a pass. Now, you have platforms that can identify people's location. Now, they can do a reverse IP lookup and they can identify people's location, and then they can say, hey, Casey, you're coming from India, and hey, George, you're coming from Washington, D.C. We're talking about travel. Now, we understand that you would want to travel to, let's say, Vietnam from Paris. Now, these are dynamic content generations or suggestions that can save your time a lot, plus they appeal to the customers irrespective of where they come from because you're personalizing things enough for them. Businesses who show visitors personalized offers and content based on the past browsing and shopping history see an average increase of 20% in sales. Now, that's the magic of personalization, right? Imagine you bought a camera on Amazon last week. Now, when you come back to Amazon again, because you're already logged into your account, if Amazon shows you things like, we understand you bought a camera last week, how was your experience? Now, we understand that you bought a camera. Would you need a tripod? Would you need a memory card? Would you need something else? Would you need an SD card? Would you need some microphones? Now, these things are personalized offers. Now, since everybody wants to be served things in a personal fashion, I think personalization can make a big difference. Content amplification. Smart content marketers know the importance of influencer outreach. You can increase your reply rate by 250% by automating your outreach and follow-up campaigns. Now, outreach can be of two ways. One is a one size fits all and bombarding everybody on your list with the same content, or you can also consider things where you can personalize things depending upon whichever stage of the buying cycle they are at, or whatever is your targeting, whatever is your targeting mechanism. Client reservations and appointments, setting client appointments and meetings with an automated tool can save up to 80% of your time on scheduling and workforce management. Now imagine this. Would you want to exchange a slew of emails between your potential clients asking them just to confirm a time that they would be available? Or do you think you can share a calendar link, which is an automated tool, which shows all the empty slots that you have available for setting up a client meet? You can ask the client to pick a time that suits him. It saves at least 4 back-to-back emails with a lot of back and forth. That is time saved, if you ask me. All right, lead nurturing. Not everybody is at the same stage. Not everybody visiting websites like Amazon want the same thing or are at the same stage. Some are there because they want to purchase. Some of them are there because they want to research. Some of them are there for window shopping. So you need to analyze where your customer stands and give him what he needs. Companies that automated lead nurturing with well-timed emails and offers see a 10% or greater increase in revenue, which is no surprise. Post-purchase email series, and you have lead scoring and segmentation, upsell offers, incentive and loyalty programs. I will link this in my description. You can go through this in detail, but these are some of the ways that you can make sure you can execute automation activities if you have not already done that. The second reason that you should consider marketing automation is not just your saving, not optimizing time, but you can also increase your ROI by making sure you cater to the right person at the right time with the right content. The third reason you should consider is you can stay consistent because systems don't fail. You can be lazy, but an automated email drip campaign set will not be lazy because it just needs your permission. And once you have set that up as an activity, it just goes on its own without needing your intervention. The fourth reason that you should start looking at marketing automation is you can be consistent, right? You can make sure that you send them weekend email campaigns, and on a Monday morning you can send them something else. On a Wednesday you can send them something else. You have a whole process set up where it becomes consistent, right? You're not doing anything manually. It's all set up, and then you personalize things so much that things go consistently network with your audience. At the same time, if you don't realize, you're already nurturing your audiences while you're doing these things. So it also helps in lead nurturing and staying consistent. Last but not the least, ladies and gentlemen, the final reason that you should, not just the final reason, this is one of the five, some of the five, this is just 5 of the reasons that you should consider automation. Now, the fifth reason that I have that you should consider marketing automation is you can personalize at scale. A business has about 1 million customers. It can't provide the same attention to all the 1,000 people or 100,000 people at the same time. So you need to personalize things at scale. Now you have 100,000 customers that you would have to personalize, which is an impossible task if you have to manually draft emails. Let's say you have 10% high spending customers, 30% not so high spending customers. Let's say you have 40% people who are just window shoppers. Now, how do you personalize with these people at scale if you have to manually do it? It is very time consuming and it is a very, very, very tedious task. So what you do in these situations is you set up automated systems where you can personalize by segmenting these groups depending upon whatever criteria that you set up suits your business, and you start sending those automated emails, and once they come in you will start nurturing, and then you will start automating those tasks further until you have a system set in place. Thank you so much for being patient. Apart from these, we will talk about these 9 factors and 9 independent things, activities that you can do to make sure you scale your automation. Thank you so much. My name is Casey. Ciao.